Hey everybody, welcome to Weekly Sightsinging. This is the worksheet that I put with my podcast, 10-Minute Tips to Teach Music by Clarissa Custom Music, and this is episode 13. It's the Weekly Sightsinging. Now, on that podcast, I talked a little bit about these worksheets and how I might use them in class. So this video is designed to take you through the process live so you can see how I utilize the worksheet. Now, you can see that this particular worksheet is stage 1.1. and that it is for tonic, dominant, arpeggios and steps. So I like my students to learn how to come back to tonics and dominants just in case they get lost in their sight singing. At least I know they can come home. So we start with the first sample. The first thing I say to the students is I pick any starting note. It doesn't matter what the note is. It might not necessarily be a C, but for me, I just pick any note out of the air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll say to them, what note do we start on? And they say number 1. And we can notice that the top note is 5. Now here you've got a 1, a 3 and a 5. So what's that formation? They will usually tell me it's an arpeggio. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. I said you've all played an arpeggio before. Not a problem. Now we come to bar 2, which is the tricky one. It's 4, 2. This is a tricky combination 4, 2. All right, a lot of kids find that a bit of a struggle. The other thing is there's a bar line. Students may not necessarily see through the bar line. The bar line becomes something that's called a stop, or it stops them from being able to sing. So here we've got 1, 3, 5, 4, 2. Now we know that's 5, or we know where 5 is. 5, 1, 5, 5, 4, 3, 1. Is that right? Is the question when they start to sing things back to me. It might not be right. We go through, we check the intervals. 1, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 1. And then we sing it as a whole group. Ready, set, mark, go. 1, 3, 5, 4, 2, 5, 4, 3, 1. And I say to them, good, let's move on to the next sample. Next sample, of course, is in 4/4. I've made it common just to give them something different to look at. And the first thing I say to them is, what are the traps? And they'll say to me, starts on 1. Yes, good. 5 here. Yes, arpeggio at the back end. Look, 5, 3, 1. All minims. Let's see how we go. Don't forget the bar lines. Play through the bar line or sing through the bar line. Let's see if we can play it or sing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 1, because that's the back end, right? Ready, set, mark, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, and so forth. Here's sample number 3. Oh, what's our trap? Here we go, people. What are we starting on? We're starting on a 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. So I do it that quickly. I don't do it rhythmically correct because we deal with rhythm when we're reading. Okay. And another trap, we've got 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, which is fine. So we repeat a pattern, but then we've got a 5. And then look out, it's a 3. That's a 5 minim. You're going to forget what that jump is like because of the distance. And you go 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1. So you practice the back end of it. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. And because you started on 3, hopefully your brain will remember the 3 each time it happens so that going from the 5 to the 3 is not too much of a trouble. Let's try that one. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 3. Starting note is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1. Now you can see how easy 3 was, even though it was a bit tricky because you see all these 3s. Getting back from the 5 to 3, not so hard because you've had 3 repeat a tone throughout that sequence. Here's the last one in treble clef. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 5. Tricky, right? 5, 3, 5, 4. Here's a trick. Look at this. Tricky. 5, 3, 5, 4. So going back to the 5, going back to the 5. Remember, we're trying to stabilize our tonic and dominant here. And then 3, 2, 1, 1. Not so bad. Okay, pretty easy. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 5. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 5. 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Not so bad. So pretty easy, really, when you think about the strategy. We get to the next 4. I always say to my students, what's the trap? And the first one, somebody will say bass clef. Now, we all understand the movement of spaces and lines in music. So technically speaking, there shouldn't be a problem whether you know the names of the notes or not. The process should be the same. And the reason I do treble and bass clef is because I do have boys in my group as well as girls, and the boys do read from the bass clef. So this gives everybody an opportunity to read across different clefs. And it also helps people who read treble clef to just read the distance between the notes rather than the notes themselves. And that's very important because, of course, their sight singing could be anything starting on, it could be a B flat, it could be a C, it could be a D, it could be anything in that sort of range. So as long as they are able to read the distance between the notes, it's a lot easier. So here's the next one. I say to them, what's the trap? And they go bass clef. And then we look. Okay, 1, we're starting on 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're still only 1 to 5 here. So we've got 1s, then we go to a 3. That's okay. 2. 4, there's our 2, 4 across the bar line. That's a bit dangerous because you won't remember. 4, 3, and 1. Then we've got repeated tones. 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1 at the back end. That doesn't seem so bad now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. Got it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, obviously, if your students struggle a little bit with some of these intervals, if they miss something or the group don't quite get it, go back over and do the traps again. That's how we deal with it. All right, number 6. We're up to number 6. We're starting on 1. 1, that's not too bad. So we've got a minim. I'll say to them, what are the traps? And they'll go minims near the bar lines. That's always a trap. We've got a 5, 3, 1 at the back ends. We have an arpeggio. So that's not too bad. It's pretty stepwise, so we should be okay. You shouldn't have to run anything too much. 1, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1. Now, by now, your tonic, your dominant, and your arpeggio should be pretty solid. You should be hearing and feeling fairly confident in those by now. Okay, particularly the 5, 3, 1 combination. Let's look at the next one. So what are our traps, everybody? Bass clef, of course. Starting on 3. Okay, so we're kicking off on 3. And then we've got a 1, 5 jump. Okay, that's a bit tricky. Our tonic dominant, yeah? 2 or 3, then back to the 5. 5, 4, 5, 3, 1. There's our arpeggio. So we should be okay. Should we try? 1, 2, 3. Ready, set, mark, go. 3, 2, 1, 5, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 3, 1. Now that one might have made you get a little bit scared because maybe your tonic to dominant's not so strong just yet. So remember to sing through these again when I've finished. All right, and lucky last, here's our last one. We're starting on 3. Starting on 3, 1 again. So that's not too bad. 3, 1, stepwise, 4 up to 5. Then 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. That's a little bit tricky, so I'm going to warn you about that. That 5, 3 there, particularly after the bar line, you've been doing stepwise through here. I tell you what can be a bit tricky. All right, so look out for it. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 5, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. Now that might have felt a little bit uncomfortable. If those last 2 did feel a tad uncomfortable, then if I were you, I would go back to the top and try sight singing them again. In the meantime, it's Kerry Lacey from Clarissa Custom Music signing off. I hope you've enjoyed our weekly sight singing stage 1.1, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Bye for now.